Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Life with MaryAnn and Joe. And today we're going to start fall decorating 2024 here in the dining room. So stay tuned. I stalled long enough. I've been trying to put off the fall decorating as long as I could, but I have to get going because September is on Sunday and I'm actually only leaving my fall stuff up for 1 month because I need to start Christmas really early this year. So I'm going to get started today here in the dining room in the China closet. And you can see in front of me, this was my late summer, early fall centerpiece. And I got to go bye-bye to that and go into full-fledged fall. So join me as I work on the China closet today. So the first thing I have to do is remove the doors from the China Hutch. Now I do that in the fall and for Christmas so that you get a better view of what I put in there. Because a lot of time, I mean, it's pretty, you know, the grading and stuff, but it hides everything. So they're gonna come off. And I just simply screw out the hinges and I safely wrap the doors and put them in a safe place, and then they'll go back up in January. All right, so I've removed the doors here, but as you can see, I did leave the hinges on, and I know one year I did it, I've done this before, and someone commented, why did I leave the hinges on? And the reason for that is because the screws that go into here are very tiny and very delicate, and I don't want to run the risk of stripping them. So these were more easy to take out. And you know what? If it bothers somebody, it bothers somebody, but it doesn't bother me, and especially at Christmas when this is going to be covered probably with garland. But right now, we'll have to live with it. And I guarantee if I didn't point it out to somebody, they would not even see it. So now I just have to wipe this down. Okay, so our friend Rosie gave us these plates right here, and they're really pretty. They are, to me, they're fall looking. I mean, there is blue in them. I'm going to try to disguise that a little bit and play up this orange. Because what I'm doing, like usual in the dining room, I always think of fall as a harvest, a bountiful harvest. So the fruit, the grapes, and all of this stuff, I think play right into that theme. So I'm going to use these as my basis for the China closet. So I believe I have 8 dinner plates, and then I have 8 of these plates as well. And then there are some coffee cups with fruit on them. I'm going to put those in. And there are also some drinking glasses with fruit on them. So I think that combination, along with whatever fall things I decide to put in here, will bring the season to life in the China closet. All right, I started here on the sides. I did 3 on each side. So you can see what I did was I used this, instead of pushing them all the way to the back for the plate rack, I used these holders, I don't know what to call them, and I put the dinner plate and then I put the smaller plate in the front to, you know, bring more, because it's all white in there, this brings more intensity to the center, plus it has those little cherries. So I started there, 3 on each side. And I continued in the center. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more here, but I'm not putting the little plate in front of these, okay? So I really liked the way it looked. It was colorful. Let me go back so you can see it. I was going to use less of them, but look how pretty that looks. It's very striking. The colors are absolutely beautiful, and I think that looks pretty good so far. That one right there, I have to move over. On the middle shelf here in the center, I'm using MaryAnn's grandfather's wine jug back there. I love that green. And then here, these are the glasses, and as you can see, they have apples on them and grapes and peaches and cherries and whatnot. So what I did was, in the back, I put the grapes forward, and then on the sides, I put the peach forward, and then the apple, and then the apple, and then I repeated that on this side so that it is an array of color, so that it just doesn't look so, you know, purple and whatnot. hopefully once I start infusing some of the pumpkins and stuff, it's going to bring out the more oranges that are in these plates. But again, I'm still liking it because it's that bountiful look that I like. And you know, I love using Nonna's biscotti jar there. Again, it has the fruits with the green and so on, and I think it looks perfect with these plates. So that's right now up on the top shelf right in the middle. So next in were these coffee cups, and I know these aren't the saucers, but I'm not using those because they have a blue rim on them, and I'm playing down that blue. So I did the cup, it has the, what are those, cherries on this side, and then the peaches, there's that orangey color here, and then the cherry down here, and then the opposite over here is the peach, and then the cherry, and then the peach again. Very colorful. I'm really liking it. I love color in the fall. I love color all the time, but especially in the fall. All right, so I'm sharing everything with you. If you know me, I don't do something and then take it apart and do it for you. I'm doing it as I'm doing it. So here, I pulled these plates forward. If you remember, they were all the way in the back. So I pulled them a little bit forward because I have this beautiful tin leaf plate, great coloring, and I'm going to put some pumpkins in there to pull out the orange, maybe a couple of apples, like maybe some grapes even, just to create that fruit vibe going on down here. And I'm going to start infusing some of that beautiful orange. So I have this pick. This is so intense. I love it. It pulls out that orange. So what I did was I actually wrapped the stem around the back of the plate. And then this way, when I layer in some pumpkins and stuff, it's there already. So think from bottom to top. This way you don't have to be taking stuff apart. But, that's what we do. All right, now I put another set of those same color leaves right here, just cascading out. And so far, I just have this apple green pumpkin in here. I have to go back up in the attic to get more. But before I do that, I figured let me put what else I have with me so I don't have to keep running up and down a million times because I'm not bringing those bins down. I put these now. This is a really beautiful leaf because if you take a look at it, it has the orange, but it also has the green that I'm infusing into here. So those are perfect. I put two of them up there, kind of like a bed, and I'm going to put a couple of pumpkins just sitting on them. All right, so I spared you all my trial and error. So I made this arrangement down here with just some fruit, simple couple of leaf picks, pumpkins, some apples, pears, and grapes, right? What echoes in the plates themselves. Then in the cups, I put a pumpkin in each one of the cups. Now, you missed, I had all leaves over here and it looked like crap. Took it all out. And then up here, what I did was on each side of the biscotti jar, I put the pear salt and pepper shaker. I put a little bit of grape leaves here and with some grapes and a pumpkin, again, to pick up that orange. And I just put one pumpkin right there. Now I just have to address the top a little bit and then I'll show you the whole thing. All right, so I went away, I came back, and these styles here looked so naked. So I put some leaves coming down each one of these. I don't know, it needed something, so I put those there. I have to be careful though, because I don't want it to compete with what's going to go on the dining room table. I'm just going to do a big arrangement of leaves there. So I don't want so much visual clutter. So that's why I'm trying to keep this more toned down than I would normally do. All right, I have a few of these. I'm going to try to put these on two of those styles right in the middle. I'm going to see how that looks. Then I have this up on the top, but I'm not going to put that part. I'm going to turn them around and do this part, and I'm also going to stick a candle in there so that it has a soft little glow. All right, so these are some branches from the yard. I think I'm going to add them up there. I have to stop though because I don't want to go overboard, and I'm just tipping over right now. Okay, so I put some branches up here and a couple of candles just to add some light. Now I'll show you the whole thing. Okay, everybody, so I hope you got a couple of ideas that maybe you can use in a similar piece. I know a lot of people don't have China hutches and China closets anymore, but you know, it could apply anywhere else. All right, so next up will be the table. All right, everybody, take care, and I'll be seeing you really soon. Bye-bye.